So far we have covered Bootstrap CSS components as well as Bootstrap layout components. Now we're going to move to something else. We're going to move to Bootstrap JavaScript plugins. Bootstrap comes with many jQuery plugins that we can use by using the included data API. And all these plugins, they are included in our Bootstrap JavaScript file. We have already covered a simple example when we created our navbar. So if you remember, when we were creating the functionality of our toggle button, we used some data attributes. So we used a data target, and also we used a data toggle that tells what action is triggered when we click on the button. Okay, so now let's move to our first Bootstrap jQuery plugin. We're gonna look at drop-down menus. So we're gonna create a menu just like this one. Okay, so we're gonna have a button and also a list of items for our menu. So let's go ahead and do that. So first of all, we're gonna place everything inside a parent element of class dropdown. All right, and then let's create a button. We can go for a link as well, both will work, but let's go for a button for now. Okay, so let's give our button a class of drop-down toggle. Okay, and then we can style the button using the button class and then button info. Okay, let's give it a type as well of button, and also let's give it an ID, drop down menu. Okay, let's add some text there, drop down plugin, and also to create the arrow, we're gonna go for a span of class caret. All right. Okay. Now we're gonna create a list, and we're gonna place all these items in the list. So first of all, our list will need a class of drop-down menu. Okay, we can give it a role of menu, and also you can use a another attribute is going to be area labeled by. So this attribute will identify the elements that labels the current elements, and in our case it's going to be our button, so we're going to use the ID of the button. Okay, all right, so now let's start with the first list item. So at the moment we've got a header, so our list item is going to have, all these items are going to have a role of presentation. Okay, and this one, as it's a header, we're going to give it a class of drop down header. Okay, and let's have some text there, header 1. Okay, so at the moment if we click on the drop down button, nothing happens. It's because we haven't built the functionality of the button yet. So as we have said, we'll use the included data API to build this functionality. So in our case, we'll use a data attribute is the data toggle, as we have done with the toggle button of our navbar. But this time, the action is going to be drop down. Okay, so now if you click on the button, you can see our list. All right. Okay, so let's add more list items. So the next list item is going to be as well of, we're going to give it a role presentation. Okay, and then we're going to place a link inside our list item. Okay, so this link is going to have a role of menu item. You can give it an href as well if you want to, and let's add some text there, item. Okay, let's duplicate that. We've got a couple of them there, and then we're going to have a divider. So to create a divider, we just need another list item. Okay, it's also, the role is presentation, and the class this time we need is divider. Okay, and now we need another header. So I'm just going to copy the first header. Okay, and it's going to be header 2, and then we need 3 other items. So let's just copy one of these items and duplicate them. Okay, you can disable a certain item if you want to by adding a class to the list item of disabled. Okay. Okay, you can see that it is disabled now. All right.